Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The campaign is Our Ladies of Sorrow. It was written by Kevin Ross. Our game master is Alex Sun, and this is episode 2. Our recap will be given by Chase Kapner as his character, Milton Kleeman. So without any further delay, let's continue our journey into the darkness. Chase?
Hey, Clara. I met up with my old friends at a diner. Rooster, an eagle-eyed insurance investigator, noticed a couple arguing in the road. I heard the man say, "It can't be you," and backed in terror into the street. It was hit by a minivan. Brenda, the brash nurse, examined how injured he was and determined his wounds were fatal. Andy, an ex-priest who maintains his faith, gave the man his last rites. June, a caring kindergarten teacher, comforted the woman who drove the car. I pursued the woman, but she seemed to maintain a distance regardless of how fast I ran. We went to Andy's apartment. He had just moved in. Outside, I asked a young man if he had seen an old woman in black come by. He hadn't. Rooster took the opportunity to hit on a goth girl loitering outside. We met Andy's family for the first time. Surprisingly, the night had yet more tragedies to show us. By sheer coincidence, we met up with Kurt Winter, a good friend of the deceased man. He broke into sobs when we told him the situation. He spoke cryptically about the implications of the death of the old man and left. We left Andy's place, and I heard Brenda and June went to a bowling alley or something. When Rooster and I were walking to his car, all the lights went out in the street. Later, apparently, the lights went out in his apartment. Even stranger, he found a black dress in his apartment. I feel paranoid. It's all so unsettling. I don't know what to make of it. Anyway, I'm rambling. You told me not to say I love you anymore, but I miss you. Bye.
Thank you. So we're going to continue right where we left off. Milton, you are unsure whether or not that was a dream. The TV is now off and you're laying in bed.
I'll get up out of bed can I switch the TV on?
Yes. It's one of those national, it's the History Channel, and they have a special program on aliens.
I switch it off again.
Okay.
I'll look at the time.
Yeah, it's 3 a.m.
Well, suppose I'll try to get some more sleep. I get back in bed.
Excellent. Brenda, what does your morning look like? But could you describe it with the understanding that it is 10 a.m. and you are hungover?
Oh, absolutely, without asking. So Brenda is going to squint at the sunlight that is coming through the windows because she forgot to pull the blinds down.
There's no sunlight.
Oh, it's 10 a.m.? In Boston, I guess. Okay. Well, it feels very bright regardless of if it's bright white or just any sort of luminescence. And so she kicks the sheets off of her and down into the floor in the pile of her clothes from the previous night. Walking over, fumbling into the kitchen, just lime white tile that's very, must have been set in the 70s.
Right.
And fumbling for ibuprofen to try and quell this headache.
As you head into the kitchen, you see a body lying on the ground.
What? Okay. And I'm immediately checking vitals, figuring out what is this?
They're turned over face down.
I'm going to lean over to the neck, try to check for a pulse, turn them over.
It's Frank Ryder.
What the fuck? What the fuck? No. I'm dreaming. Okay. I'm dreaming. Still dreaming. And she's going to try and slap herself to wake herself back up.
Okay. So you slap yourself across the face. The body, this corpse that's been laid out onto the floor looks like it's been just shattered.
Oh, jeez.
It gets up, its face warps to that of an old crone. And what would you like to do?
Scream, backpedal away.
Okay. Yes, it is walking towards you. She has this predatory smile.
Fuck you! What the fuck are you doing in my house? Get out of here! And I'm gonna go at her. I want to try and brawl, just like tackle her.
Give me a fighting brawl roll.
All right. 42 under 50. That is a success.
Okay. And you go flying through her. You smash yourself against the cabinet, and you are on the ground. And when you open your eyes, you find that, yes, you are laying on the ground of your kitchen. Yes, you can't breathe. And yes, you did, in fact, smash against the cabinet. Because you've knocked over a bunch of dishes.
That was a very bad dream.
Yeah. It's 10 a.m.
I need coffee.
June,
I need coffee.
We're going to swap over to you.
All right.
You waken to the smell of tobacco smoke.
Is it very strong or like lingering?
Yes, it's in your room. There is a silhouette of a man rocking back and forth in a rocking chair.
Who are you?
I mean no harm. The man
Get out of my house.
takes
And I'm scrambling
smoke.
at the same time, like I'm scrambling. Get out of my house. Get out of my house.
It's me, Frank.
I think at that point I would be running out of the house. Strange man in my apartment. Nope.
All right, so you run out of your bedroom into the hallway, and then you wake up.
Oh my God.
And at this point, it is formally the next day. It is Tuesday.
I think I'll be texting people, coffee, ?
Yeah. Brenda's not going to answer until 10. What about everyone else?
I'll just respond, sure, what time?
Sorry, what time did you say it was right now?
For you, it's 9.
Okay. Yeah, an hour and shower, all that. So.
Okay. So you'd like to meet up at a coffee house?
Yeah.
Same for Antonio. What about Rooster? Okay.
Yeah.
Brenda, when you wake up at 10, there is a text message in the group chat.
Right. So she is going to not even put concealer on her new shiner on her forehead and just like throw on a rumpled t-shirt off the floor, does a sniff test, and heads out in ripped blue jeans and a t-shirt.
Wonderful. So this cafe, are you heading back to the cafe you were at? Or are you going to a
No,
different
I think
diner?
I would be like, let's go somewhere else.
All right.
We see there's a Starbucks on the other corner. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, that one's fine.
Yeah. You head over to a Starbucks and you all meet up.
Yeah. Brenda,
Good morning.
what happened?
Oh, I think I was sleepwalking and I slipped and fell. So yeah, it builds character, I think.
Brenda, you can tell us the truth. Do you have a new boyfriend? Is he beating you?
Yeah, you should see the other guy then. He got in one good shot.
I had
know
something
about you
weird
all,
happen last night.
Yeah. You too?
Oh yeah.
Wow. What do you mean? Oh, yeah. You all had something weird happen to you last night?
Yeah, you called me freaking out because you found your lost drag dress or something. Did you put it in a shoebox like we asked?
A drag dress? Rooster?
No, he's telling.
Don't worry about it, Andy. It's not a sin.
Believe me.
I'm just like.
Believe me, my drag dress would be far more beautiful and colorful. No, I got to my apartment. The power went off. I went to the closet to pop the breaker back on, and there was this. It's almost like a ball gown hanging there. I have no idea how it got there, or
did someone break into your apartment, Rooster?
Well, I thought that at first too, but I started looking around. I didn't see any evidence of anybody breaking in. I didn't see. Nothing was missing. It's like a random reverse thief came and left something instead of taking something. It was really weird. Ugly old black dress.
An ugly black dress.
Well, I suppose in its day and age it would have been pretty, but they used to make women dress all in black, and for a year after somebody died. I don't know how.
Resemblance to the woman we saw.
Well, I mean, superficially, obviously, everything, a black dress. What else is it going to seem like? Maybe that's, well, I kept trying to rationalize it and think maybe my psychological state had caused it to be in a dream, but it wasn't in a dream. It was still there this morning, wasn't it, GM? Yeah, it's still there. I did stick it in a box. It's kind of bulky. It's one of those things, like some old, I don't know. It's like from 100 years ago, or I don't know. I don't know those sort of things,
Actually, speaking of dreams, I had a horrible dream last night. And you see, like Andy, like he ordered like 2 shots of espresso. He looks like he has not slept very well, with like dark circles under his eyes. Remember, it might be what Kurt mentioned affected me. I had a dream about this old woman. She was on my chest. I couldn't breathe.
Crazy old night terror.
Kind of sounds like a night terror,
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was awful. Her smile, her crooked smile. It's just hearing that. What happened with all of you? Anything?
Yeah, I didn't dream of the weird old lady. But I swear to God, I woke up this morning and there was a man in my room, and he said his name was Frank.
Frank?
Right? Yeah.
Frank.
The guy who died. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. What did he say? What did he do in yours? I dreamed about the same guy.
He felt like it smelled so much like tobacco. I was terrified. I ran out, but then I just woke up. It was so weird. It felt so real.
Hey, Frank, if you're out there, someone visit us tonight and be polite, and we'll be polite back. I don't believe that it's Frank. It's just on our minds, folks. It's just on our minds.
Yeah, that's it.
Sure. The coincidences. Who said? Someone said coincidences last night, and it just seems like it's weird, right? The coincidence.
Speaking of which, Andy, how's Kurt?
Oh, I have not. I'm gonna check on him after this, but
yeah, he seemed really sad.
Yeah, I don't have anything on my phone from him. We should probably check up on him.
He's one of those kind of people that makes you kind of want to, you see if he feels bad, you kind of want to just reach out and give him a hug.
That's great. You can give him a hug. I'm going to finish my coffee.
Didn't even get his number.
Did we get his number?
No, I pushed my number under his door just in case he needed to talk. June, did he add you on Facebook?
I'm assuming he didn't ever respond or add me back.
Roll luck.
50-50. Nope, it's 65.
You didn't get any text from him, Brenda, at all?
No, nothing.
He's grieving for his
Yeah.
friend.
Hopefully he just downed a bottle of Jack and went to sleep.
Seemed like he was in a really bad place, you know?
Yeah.
Milton, did anything happen to you last night?
Well, I had a peculiar dream. I don't really think of it as it didn't seem nearly as horrifying as your nightmares. It just something on the television, some noir femme fatale like figure said my name on the TV. I was lying down. I don't think it doesn't seem quite as immediately related as a lot of yours, so I wouldn't really lump it in.
Yeah, but you remember the weird thing with the streetlights all turning out.
Yes, that was terrible.
As we were walking back, the streetlights all started turning out. I mean, it was kind of, Harry Potter. Did we determine whether Harry Potter was written yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that the movie with the magic kid?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's standard scary movie trope. All the lights start to go out.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah.
But
I think this is just kind of
odd.
getting to us a little bit. I don't know.
How about this? After we finish our coffee, let's pay a visit to Kurt. I mean, my fiance has not mentioned anything about him when I woke up this morning.
I'm going to be real with you, Andy. Your apartment kind of gives me the creeps, though. Like the building, not your.
No.
The whole building is kind of.
It's fair. I take no offense, June. But he is my.
Sure. Yeah. No.
He is my neighbor. I at least a neighborly to check on him. So.
Yeah. I think we'd all feel a little better from that.
Creep you out is kind of our business. Isn't there part of that building that's shut down?
Yeah,
Closed up?
the top 2 floors or whatever. Yeah, it's been
You should
closed
sneak
down.
up there and snoop around.
Well,
And the worst they can
that-
do is just tell us to get out.
One of Andy's creepy neighbor kids was telling me about some person living in the basement too. The whole place is just it's weird vibes.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
How
It's
old is
probably
she?
just some kid lurking in the laundry or something, but it's weird.
I mean, that's what
She looked about 9, 8 or 9.
Yeah, and I think she said I don't think she said whether it was a kid or an adult, but yeah, she said he hung out in the basement.
Mm.
I mean,
You may want
garlic
to
or something?
buy some of those leashes for your kids. Just like be sure to keep them a bit close in that building. I don't like that shit.
I mean, already they cling on to me without even having a leash on. I mean, they're 3. They kind of, whenever I arrive, they just
Good.
clunk
Just
my
keep them
legs.
close. Yeah, that's weird. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Oh,
See.
yeah.
Well, I got nothing to do.
Yeah, let's. Yeah,
I see we
let's
sneak
check.
around the place and see what we can find.
Well, if
Well,
We could
anything,
at least go check on the neighbor, the guy.
yeah.
Well, we can check on the neighbor, but didn't he say Frank lived in the same building too?
Oh, yeah. We can look
If
at
we're
the
getting a few
mailboxes.
welcome visits, I don't know. We can get a Ouija board, try to find a T-shirt of his or something. I don't know.
I'm drawing the line there, Brenda. I don't know
What?
around the Ouija board.
Oh, it's fine. It's whatever. Maybe it'll just get it off our minds. Like exposure therapy kind of thing.
No.
Won't you guys be afraid that I'm going to push it around and freak you out?
Exactly. Then it'll be fun and we'll all get over it. I think we've got our panties are just getting ratcheted more and more up into a bunch, and just blow off some steam. We'll be fine.
No panties.
I'm so happy for you.
You sure about that, Rooster? That dress and all in your closet.
I don't know. Maybe with a colored sash or something. It would work.
Nice
I don't
rouge
think it
on
was
your
my
face.
size.
And you should get those feather fans. That way you can swoop and put it out and do that.
Yeah. I got nothing to do. I'm still on vacation, so
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Yeah, I'll check with Kurt. You're more than happy to look up. Or Rooster, you said you know the people who own the place, right?
that's true. I could call them and ask them about the building.
And just say that you're on a case and it might be directly involved with upper floors or something.
Let me go use the wait, do we have cell phones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually
Give me
gonna
a
like
minute. Give me a minute. I'll
Google
go give him a
like
call.
that building too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Find anything interesting, any newspaper articles about the building itself, you know?
I should have done research before moving to that apartment. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, my
it's
my
fine,
people might
Andy.
not
You're
know
right.
about the origins of the apartment. They just buy apartments, you know.
Yeah.
Sure.
But cheap rent is cheap rent around here.
Hit something for now until we get something.
So I'm going to call Lila Starlet.
Okay.
Um,
So the phone rings 3 times, and a woman answers the phone. Lila. Hello, this is Lila Starlet.
hey Lila, it's Rooster.
Oh, hello, Rooster. Is there a case you're working on?
Well, yeah, actually there is. I'm not working on anything for you guys at the moment, but I've had sort of a cross paths. I've run across there's a building over on street. I'm pretty sure you're the owner. 182 Beacon Street. It's an apartment complex, old building.
Yes, that's the Three Sisters.
The Three Sisters building. When did you guys buy that? Or rather, what can you tell me about the building?
Well, that's always been in my family.
Oh,
Why
so it's
would
been
you
there a long
want to
time.
know?
Well, I was wondering, I thought maybe it's something that you recently purchased and I would have had a disclosure on. It's kind of a long story. Do you want to hear it? Or I'm basically just going to ask if we can kind of, if there's part of it that's closed down, we want to go take a look. There
Why?
might be, there was an accident yesterday and we saw somebody run into that building. We thought they might be holed up in the abandoned part of it.
I doubt that. Todd Beach does a good job locking the place up, and he does daily checks and updates with for me.
Oh, does he? Okay. Well, you said it's been in your family for a long time.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you
So-
interested in doing like a article on it, or?
Well, no, more. I was wondering if there was anything unusual about the building, but since you're the owner, I guess there's not anything unusual about it. There's a basement.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to bother you. I just thought I'd follow up a lead.
Okay. Well, if you're going to do anything with the apartment, do let me know.
All right, I will.
And she hangs up.
Thanks. Ciao. Hmm.
Anything
So,
good?
so Lila says that it's been in her family for a long time, the building. So it's not a new purchase. She says there's a basement. I think she'd rather us not, probably for liability reasons. If we snoop around and fall through the floor, then she said there's a guy who comes and checks every day. So to make sure, a maintenance guy, I guess. You know who the maintenance guy is,
Yeah,
Anton?
Yeah. Well, the one I know is like Todd Beach. He's my superintendent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he lives.
Yeah,
on the
so
first
there's
floor.
probably nothing weird about the building.
Yesterday, we wanted to look into Mary on the 3rd floor, apartment 10. We might want to do that at some point.
Can look at the mailboxes for Frank Ryder's apartment too.
Lila did call it the Three Sisters building. Is that what you call it, Andy?
Weird.
What would Andy know? It's called the Three Sisters.
No, you just purchased an apartment at 182 Beacon Street.
Yeah, it was just 182 Beacon Street.
Did
that
anybody
apartment.
else say the Three Sisters except for Frank?
First I've heard of it.
All right. So
I
I
mean, it's
guess
that
that's
mural,
the name
right? That weird mural.
Yeah, I guess that's the name of the building.
Didn't you?
So when Frank was actually talking about the building, Three Sisters, I thought it was his Three Sisters.
weren't you able to deduct like how old the building is? Like it's
Oh yeah, it's 18. Yeah, there's a keystone on it. 1892.
Do you think there might be something in the public library about the building?
How many things in the public library are there about buildings? Maybe in the county records.
But what about
there
the
might-
fire, though? Do you think
Yeah,
anyone
like
maybe did
zoning
an article
stuff?
on it or something, or even like an article? You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, but when? You have to go through
right? It would be some
50
legwork.
years.
You know, maybe later. We want to just go to the apartment building now.
I can get some people working on it. You know,
Yeah.
research.
Maybe look
people.
up who did who's the artist who made the mosaic, the mural. That's worth checking out.
All right. I mean,
Yeah.
just for the fun of the information.
Yeah. So
I guess what we really want to know is if any bizarre, devil worshipping rituals have been taking place there that's been trapping the souls of ghosts in the building. Because that's why we're interested, right? There's some weird shit going on now. You guys are being visited by Frank. Somebody's leaving their old dresses in my apartment. I don't know. Sounds like a mystery for our club.
Yeah, it sounds like a mystery why we're all wound up so tight and you must have shagged a grandma. Like, I'm so sorry. But, never mind. Never mind.
Okay. Andy,
Yes.
have you set this all up because we're back together again and we're having fun?
No. Why would you think that?
Because
Like you always talked about crazy shit that you did whenever you were DMing, like all your Dungeons and Dragons stuff. I wouldn't put it past you.
I mean, well done.
I wish I could take the credit, but unfortunately, it's not my doing. I assure you.
Oh, yeah, well, she didn't really want to snooping around, but that just makes me want to snoop. That just means snoop around without leaving any trace that you're snooping around.
It's okay. She's your friend, not mine.
She's not really a friend. She's a client.
Even
Actually,
better.
I mean, it is
a pretty well-paying
Andy's-
client.
We don't want to put Andy's name in bad graces with the people that, he's paying rent to, but yeah.
Well, sure. Then they'll just get pissed off at Brewster. Like, add another one to the list. Thank you. Take a number. But we don't mention Andy. Andy's going to be fine.
Yeah, I prefer not, but even I am curious on what is the history behind the building, because honestly, on the advertisement, I just went with what's the cheapest apartment
Right.
rent. I took what I could get for the time being.
What time does your superintendent usually show up?
So Andy, you would know that he lives in one of the apartments on the first floor.
Yeah.
In number 3.
He'll mention that.
So we got the problem of if we do anything, he's there. If he catches us, he'll tell the starets. I do want to keep my job. They're like a pretty high paying customer.
How about this? Whoever would like to come with me, I would like to check on Kurt, but I don't think
Yeah.
the superintendent won't mind having a visit. He's on the first floor, so it doesn't
Maybe he
hurt
can
to-
tell us something about the building.
Yeah, I actually don't know how long he's been there. So then again, only been there for like a week and a half.
It's a good
Right.
place to start.
Yeah. So Andy's gonna order another espresso, just chug it, and he's gonna go straight back to the apartment. Try to stay awake.
And we'll all meet you there.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so Andy is going to the apartment everyone's going with.
Mhm.
Okay, so as you exit the breakfast diner, you notice that the clouds, they're a bit gray and there's a bit of an impressive air. as you make your way to the Three Sisters. No one is standing outside of the apartment itself. The door, you enter the first floor. There is the hallway with the brown carpeting. There's the mailboxes with all the residents' names. There's the stairwell, and then the elevator. And I'd like to show you the layout.
Oh.
And we know the 6th and 7th. Is it 6 and 7 are like shut down? The floors.
The 4th and the 5th are shut down.
Okay.
Not all of the 4th is shut down. Just the front part of the building, which is located on the left-hand side.
So the stairwell goes up and down to the basement?
Yes, that is correct.
I'm just going to I'm going to go down to the basement.
Okay.
I figure it's just laundry, but
yeah. So Rooster, he pushes on ahead. Is everyone following Rooster?
I'm probably actually going to go check on the neighbor.
Yeah, I'm going to go check on Kurt.
Okay. What about Milton and Brenda?
I'll follow Rooster.
Okay. I'm going to check on the neighbor. I'm concerned.
Okay. Let's deal with the basement first.
right.
It's a bit dark in the basement. The lights are off currently.
I'll flip them on.
All right. They flip on. You can hear the incandescent lights hum. There is a washing machine room and a laundry room. There's a laundry room containing the washing machines. There's also a door that's labeled workshop, but that's locked up tight.
Okay.
And on the same side of the workshop, there is a door labeled storage, and that's also locked.
Storage, workshop.
Right. And then there's the boiler room on the same side as the laundry room.
Milton, you suppose the workshops to do repair stuff?
Repair to what? I'm not actually that knowledgeable about what is necessary to maintain a apartment.
Well, as a janitor, you should know pretty well. This should be a familiar sort of environment. There's cleaning supplies and.
Would I know if it was typical to have a workshop in an apartment?
Yes, the superintendent would probably use it in order to fix things up.
Okay. So yeah, this all seems pretty typical.
So, where do you suppose the little girl was playing? Like over here by the laundry, or?
It's kind of crowded down here. It does feel like there's that much open space.
I wouldn't let my kid play down here. This is kind of a.
The lights go out, surrounding you in darkness.
Jesus Christ.
God.
Is there any light coming from the stairwell above?
Yes. So the light switch that you used to turn on the stairwell, that was at the top of the stairs.
Okay, shit. It's probably on the timer.
I'll
I start waving my arms around.
All right, you feel you're feeling your way up to.
No, I'm just standing there waving my arms, hoping the electronic light will turn back on.
It doesn't.
I'll try to walk back to the top of the stairs and see if it works when I just flip it on and off again.
Of course. As you look at the light switch, it's in the off position.
Somebody walk by and flip it off?
I'll look around. Do I see anyone in the immediate vicinity? No. Looks like somebody flipped this off. I guess as they were passing by, they just figured nobody was down here. I don't know.
Turn it back on.
Do so.
Turn it back on.
Yep.
Lights light up again.
All right, somebody's just screwing with this. I don't see anything down here that's interesting. I'm just going to quickly walk over to both doors and try them to see if they're open.
Okay. So the room to the laundry room door opens. The storage room door does not. It looks like it needs a key. And the workshop, like I said, is locked up.
It's also locked. All right. I join Milton on the stairs.
Okay. So the rest of the gang here, June, Andy, and Brenda, you're heading up to the second floor, which is apartment 5. That's Kurt's.
Knock on the door. Say, Kurt, it's me, Andy, your neighbor.
There's no response. And then,
okay.
Yeah, who is it? It's Andy?
Yeah, it's Andy. I'm with my friends too. I know the news was pretty hard on you yesterday. We're just, checking in, see how you're doing. If you need space, just let us know. I mean, again, I'm your neighbor as well. We're here for you. If you need to talk.
There's silence. Footsteps approaching the door, the lock unlatching. The door opens, revealing a immensely tired Kurt Winter. His blonde hair is mousy and disheveled. He's got dark spots underneath his eyes, and his eyes themselves, they're red. Hey everyone. Really sorry about, dinner yesterday.
Andy, I'm not Andy. Kurt, it's nothing to apologize for. Don't apologize for how you reacted yesterday.
Look, I'm sorry I ruined that.
No. I see. Well, because Andy has some dark spots underneath his eyes too. Had trouble sleeping last night.
Yeah, you can say that.
Night terrors.
Yeah.
He whispers, "Old woman."
Yes.
Well, that's funny because I dreamt of her too. Same boat. It's terrible.
Yeah, I just. Come in. Sorry, come in.
Okay.
You're good guests. And
how does the apartment look?
His apartment is lightly furnished. There's bookshelves filled with literature. There's a desk that he sits at with his blocky computer that he probably writes at. There's give me a spot hidden roll.
Failed that.
Okay.
On all three of us, or just?
Yeah, all three of you.
Oh, actually, I'll spend 5 points of luck for success.
Regular success here.
Yeah,
I failed. Success. Brenda is still hungover.
Okay. So as you enter his apartment, which is somewhat ill-kept, he sits you down on the sofa and he begins to fix some drinks for you. You spy on one of the bookshelves, those that pass their spot hidden rolls. There is a moth in a mounted frame on one of the bookshelves. And if any of you have zoology or biology, then you could determine what that is.
I'll comment on it at least.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's a pretty big moth. It fits in the case that is about a foot long and wide.
Wow.
Oh,
that's a beautiful moth you have there.
Yeah.
Kurt.
Oh yeah, that's my girlfriend gave me that.
Aw.
I rolled a 70 on a 46. Yeah, it's big bug.
Yeah. But here are your drinks. Please make yourselves comfortable. I'm sorry about the mess.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
You
doing all right?
You could, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't really get along with my my sister, but I talked to her last night, and my girlfriend was out.
Is there somewhere you could go for a few days, Kurt? It's hard being in a place of loss. Maybe getting out for a day or two, some fresh air, a new scenery would help.
Give me a persuade.
All right. Oh no, that's 100. I saw the double zeros and I was excited. That's 100.
Okay, well, you can't spend luck on those, unfortunately. No, I work best in my office. It's like my place to be to concentrate.
I understand.
Started writing at all yesterday or today? Maybe on some new projects?
It's hard to write in my current state, but I'm trying. I'm trying to hack away at this article for Strange But True.
What's the article?
Hello, was anybody home?
Oh.
We've gotten up the stairs and come to the door.
I got it. Don't worry. That's just Rooster.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Let him in.
Rooster and Milton.
Hey, Kurt. How you doing?
Hi, Rooster. Sorry about yesterday. And he's looking down at his feet.
Dude, we're sorry.
Yeah. But you're gonna call me crazy, but I think Frank was up to something. He was on to something.
Onto something?
Onto something.
What?
Yeah, he was talking about this witch, this ghost maybe that's haunting this place.
An old woman.
Yeah.
You sure it's not the old woman who lives upstairs?
No, Mary? No, that's not her.
Okay,
No,
we've all been
she's-
having some really weird shit happen lately.
Coincidences. That kind of
I'm not sure about coincidences. Yeah,
Well-
Frank wanted me to read this book. And he points to one of the books on his shelves. It says The Paramental Factor by Richard Ahern.
Does it look like a new book or an old book?
It looks like a newer book. Frank was good friends with Mr. Ahern. And well, I haven't finished reading it. I don't think I can concentrate reading now, but you're welcome to borrow it.
Yeah, I would like to take a look at it.
Okay. So are you looking at the back as you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the back summary is like, there's strange entities that walk among us every day. Whether they are ghosts or aliens, extra-dimensional travelers is unknown. This book explores that.
Is it something occult related? In a way?
It does certainly talk about aliens and cryptids and ghosts.
I mean, it's nothing new. People have believed that for thousands of years.
Are you keeping it, Milton?
Yeah, if he offers it, I'll keep it. And I'll
Yeah.
also, just during this, I'll idly skim through it.
Okay.
Well, what was Frank's theory about an old witch? Like, did he think she was malevolent? What did you know? Did he tell you what his thoughts were?
Yeah, like he confessed to me that he was having these nightmares, and I was also having the nightmares as well. And like, that's a crazy coincidence of people dreaming of the same thing. So, like, we were thinking it might be a ghost, and we were planning to.
You were planning to do something?
Yeah, just look into a good mystery. Now he's gone.
You're into looking into mysteries. That's kind of what we like to do too. And I think we've got some more to add, because some of us are having dreams now too, just as of yesterday.
No way, really?
And there's a really strange thing, a couple of really strange manifestations, if you will. Like, there's a dress in my apartment, an old black dress, like a ball gown. And despite what everybody thinks, I don't dress like a woman. I'd be more stylish.
I believe you, man. That's crazy.
Have you had weird stuff happen like that?
No, just the dream, just the paralysis.
Was there?
The
What do
hag.
you know about this building?
I haven't started my research into it yet. Maybe we can do this together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Join us in the research.
That'll be something we can all keep in touch, and we can all work together towards that and keep us busy for a while. And it may help your article.
Yeah.
Has Frank mentioned anything else? Anything more about this witch?
No, we were both plagued by these nighttime terrors.
Actually, how long have you two been having these terrors?
Well,
These
my
specific
terrors, they started like maybe a year ago.
And what about
Wow.
for Frank?
Frank, he said he's had them for a while. I didn't get a time frame on that.
When did you move here?
I moved here 2 years ago, back in 2007.
Speaking of Frank, have we had any updates? Is he, has his family been contacted? Are we going to have a funeral?
Yeah, about that. I don't think he had a lot of family. I think it was just him. And, oh geez, what are they going to do with his stuff?
I
What
usually
room
always-
was he in?
He was in apartment 12.
Does he have a lot of stuff? Does he have any
Oh, no,
valuable
sorry.
stuff? He might have debts.
Sorry, apartment 11. Yeah, from the time I've been in his apartment, he's got a lot of writing awards. He has a Henry, a Hugo, an Edgar Allan Poe.
Wow.
He's
Well,
got
somebody's
a
gonna
gold
wanna-
dagger. Yeah, I would love to look at all his stuff and maybe keep it and preserve it, but I doubt that. The apartment owner is kind of a cold-hearted bitch, and she'd probably try and get all of those sold.
Let's rescue them then, so that
Yeah, they deserve to be.
that Lila
who
can't
like
get a
to
hold
love
of them.
Frank.
I know the Starrets.
I'm really handy around a lock if we need to.
Oh, you think we should break in?
Well,
Frank's
let's not
things
call it
deserve-
breaking in.
Yeah, they deserve to be with people that loved Frank and knew Frank and cared about Frank, and that's you. You said
But
he has no one
ultimately-
else.
Ultimately, you could be preserving them for the library, the museum, or the Hall of Fame, or whatever.
How would I explain how I got it?
He was asking
Yeah,
He gave it to you
them to you.
before.
he gave them
for
to
his
you.
death.
He had
Exactly.
He asked you to keep track of them. Listen, that in my experience with these things, if they don't have a will behind and they don't have immediate next of kin, the state is going to claim these things. They're going to do very light pencil pushing to see if they can find anyone to unload his belongings onto, and if they don't, it's going to be used to pay his debts. So
They'll throw it in
this
the garbage.
Yeah, they'll take the valuable stuff. All his awards, that's going to go in the trash. So this may be the only chance you get to see those again.
Milton, how's your lockpicking?
All right. Yeah. Let's break in. Let's do it.
Isn't
You actually
That's the
see him
spirit.
smile for the first time since his breakdown.
isn't Mario's on the same floor?
Yes. We should definitely do it at night though. They're pretty nosy when everyone's.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about from what I've heard about what
Oh,
we have
damn.
heard.
I thought I was good at lockpicking. You're better at lockpicking than I am.
Let's meet up tonight. Let's do it.
Yeah,
I'll tell
maybe
you what,
around
we-
9.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take a shower, and then we'll do some research, more around the building, and we can come back and chat about that.
Yeah, if
give
you
us all
wanna-
something to.
If you want to head over to the library, we can certainly do that. Maybe the archives.
Sure, but take a shower first. I say this with care and love. That it helps.
Okay.
It helps.
I'm not free later this afternoon. I'm hanging out with my girlfriend.
That's
Yeah.
important.
Spend some time with people you love.
May we
Oh.
exchange numbers just in case?
Oh yeah, sure. And he gives you his cell phone number.
Okay, so
I'll give him a reassuring sort of shoulder grip and say, Kurt, everything's going to be okay.
He looks into your eyes and he nods. Thank you. You actually don't know how much this meant to me, you checking up. Thank you.
All right.
Brenda gives a
shower.
shoulder punch.
He's going to take a shower. All right. See you later.
Okay.
All right.
Well, after that, Andy's gonna still, even though it's only gone for an hour, he's gonna check on his family regardless.
Okay.
See how Laura and the kids are.
Yeah, it's around 11, and Laura's fine. Andy, honey.
Yeah.
I ordered a desk and it's going to come in tomorrow. I was wondering if you could help me tomorrow morning with that.
Oh, of course. I'll do my best.
Okay.
Yeah. What time tomorrow? Like
it's scheduled to be delivered around 9.
Okay. And how are the kids?
Oh, they're a handful.
They're a handful. Oh, we should plan at least one day out. I mean, they don't like being cooped up in the apartment.
Yeah, let's do this weekend.
Yeah, that would be great. Sorry. It will get better. I promise, Laura.
Oh, don't apologize, honey. We just have to stand strong.
Yeah. I see Carmilla and Angela are still a handful.
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'll take care of this.
Okay.
Spend time with your friends.
I will do a check on you. But just let me know if there's an emergency or anything. Please let me know, Laura.
You will be the first one to know.
And also call 911 if there's any emergency too. He's like wants to make sure his family is safe. After hearing all of this.
She gives you a kiss on the cheek and you're off.
Okay. Thanks. After that, he's gonna regroup with her bun. Like, okay, public library.
Everyone's good?
Yeah, she's fine. The kids are fine. I just need to make sure that, of course, we're gonna have family outing this weekend because
while we're at the library, see if they loan out tickets to the local museums. A lot of them do.
Oh, that's a good
it's
idea.
free that way. Yeah,
that's a good idea. Thank
So,
you.
How is the basement, guys?
Oh yeah.
Plain, nothing. Couple of locked rooms, but it's a workshop and a storage room, so that you'd expect them to be locked.
One flipped off the light when we were down there, but
why are we going to the library?
To see.
Maybe look into this building. Look into Frank.
Well, we should go to the courthouse and see if we can get.
I meant surely a fire on the top 2 floors made the news somewhere at some point.
Some newspaper article.
Yeah.
You can all choose to go to your
Frank
respective
himself.
places of research.
I had no idea that he was such a prolific writer. We should probably look into who he was.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's whoever gave him those awards would like to know that he died.
Yeah.
Actually, in the newspaper, was there any mention of in the obituaries?
If you'd like, you can check the newspaper.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can look. It might be too soon. Somebody has to put in
very
an ad.
soon. Yeah.
Somebody has to
has
put
a
in an
family.
obituary.
Oh, that's true.
It might even be in the website.
Oh.
On the news website.
Oh yeah, we should check that out. There's a couple things we can check out.
Mm-hmm. But
we should go to the county seat and we could find out when the house was built. All we need is the address. Well, we know when it was built, but we could find out who built it and possibly find the original plans.
Why don't you do that, Rooster? I think I'm going to go to the regular public library.
All right.
Myself.
I'm going to do the same. I'll go to the public library.
Okay.
Just wondering. So, yes, if there was a fire at some point in the building, is contacting local fire department, they wouldn't keep records of time spent at different addresses?
They might. They might have a record of where fires have occurred. Because I don't know what you're going to find. Are you going to go through, 50 years of newspapers?
Right, that's what I was thinking. Like, we can either just Google like this address and just try and pull up any news articles that come up.
Just type in Google and fire at this address. See if it
Also
shows
a
up in
great
the
idea.
newspaper.
Mhm. I wanted to check out the works of, Frank Ryder too. So
Oh, yeah, that's good.
see if I can find anything out about the man.
Do you have a library card?
Yeah, of course.
I might have to get a new one after being
Check
gone
them
for
out.
so
Maybe
long.
we should all read them.
Okay, so everyone's heading over to either the library or the town or the fire department.
The county seat, right? Yeah.
Right. Okay,
Yeah, Brenda will go to the fire department just to see. Hopefully, be a shortcut.
sounds good.
I'll go
What
with
about
Brenda.
Milton?
I'll go
Alright.
with Brenda.
All right, so 3 going to the fire department.
No, I'm going to the
Library.
library.
Yeah, so June and Andy are going to the library.
Just before we split up, though, too, I tell the people going to the library, maybe look into the Starrett family, because if they owned the property from the beginning, then
Sure. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, that's where. Yeah.
And you're going to the county seat, Rooster?
I'm going to go to the county seat and see if I can find plans for the building, maybe the original plans. Find out where all those secret passages are.
All right, I'll just give you all, those of you going to the library, some library use rolls. Pass. Degrees of success do matter, and the amount spent searching do matter,
Okay.
because there's actually a lot of information.
Got a standard success. But I'd probably be spending a couple of hours here, maybe until we decide to meet back up with Kurt.
I got a 13, but I'm going to spend 3 points of luck to make it into an extreme success.
Okay, so since all of you the 2 of you are just spending pretty much 5 hours
Yeah.
at
just
the
looking-
library all
Yeah, it's
day,
gonna take a long time. Yeah.
then we'll give you some good stuff.
Woo. It's a lot.
1892. On January 7th, the Three Sisters building is opened after 2 years of construction. The building is named after Christine Salmon Wolfe, Deirdre Salmon Frey, and Elizabeth Salmon, heiresses to the Salmon munitions fortune. Newspaper articles about the opening of the building include photographs showing the 3 women, all in their 70s or older, standing in front of the building as it is being opened to the public.
Before you continue, roll sand.
For both of
Because
us?
one of the women, yes,
Pass.
who was standing in front of the building itself, they look exactly like the hag.
Oh, that's a
Oh.
pass?
All
I
right,
passed.
so it's just gonna be a 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Andy, look at this. I
Yes.
swear to you. Look at this. Look at this picture.
Mm-hmm. That's very peculiar. Does she also match who I've seen in the dream,
Yes.
Alex? Oh, that's the woman who was.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
1913. In the early morning hours of January 25th, a fire breaks out in the Three Sisters, killing 3 residents. The fire apparently started in the top front apartment where an elderly woman, Imogen Nolotsky, 69, apparently fell asleep in apartment 19 while smoking. Also killed in the fire were David J. Harris and his wife Marianne of apartment 18, aged 56 and 55 respectively. The other residents all made it to safety and with relatively minor injuries. 1921. February 23rd, 8-year-old William Dodge of apartment 7 dies of an undisclosed illness. That little girl said the boy in the basement's name was William.
Roll sand.
That's got to be a coincidence, though.
As
It's a pass.
All right, just 0. It's gotta be.
1931, Catherine McCulley, 31, living in apartment 11, commits suicide by slitting her wrists with a razor in the bathtub on January 19th. She is believed to have been lonely and despondent for some time. 1938, June 4th, factory worker Sanford Jones, 22, a tenant of apartment 6, bludgeons his wife Judith, 17, to death. Sanford claims Judith was seeing another man, so he killed her. 1959. Dustin Woodley, 39, living in apartment 13, is found dead in his apartment on September 11th. He apparently hanged himself as much as a week earlier, and though no foul play is suspected, the police are baffled by the fact that Woodley's left hand has been cut off after his death and is still missing. The door to Woodley's apartment is found locked, his keys inside the apartment with him. Woodley had a long criminal record for breaking and entering and several armed robberies. Jesus, this is horrible.
Yeah. Then
1960. On May 25th, pastry chef Mario Pignatelli, 54 years old, a tenant of apartment 16, leaps or falls to his death from the fire escape of the Three Sisters building. Pignatelli's possible motives for suicide are unknown, and in the end, the police treat the death as an accident.
So there's a lot more, but that's the amount you're able to get through
of it. Yeah.
in 5 hours.
Oh my God.
That's
We'll switch over. Actually, sorry. One more thing that you did find.
oh.
And because you are looking into William,
Mm-hmm.
this is it.
Let's see. William Eric Dodge, aged 8 years old, died Thursday of natural causes at his home in the Three Sisters building, 182 Beacon Street. William is survived by his parents, Matthew and Caroline Dodge, of the same address, and 2 younger brothers, Richard, age 5, and Stephen, age 2. William Dodge was a bright and creative boy and a beloved son. Death is believed to have been due to complications from a recent illness. Memorial services are to be held Monday morning at 11 a.m. at the Crater Sterling Funeral Home, with the interment to follow at Blackwood Cemetery. So, 1913, 1927.
Right.
Is that the same William?
Yes.
Oh, geez. Honestly, the story about apartment 6 does not it does
Inspire
worry.
confidence, I'm sure. Yeah.
Can we get another coffee after this? That would be great.
You definitely can. And while you do that, we'll head over to Rooster, Milton, and Brenda as they're going over to the fire department.
I'm not going to the fire department.
Oh, sorry. Where were you going?
I'm going to the county seat to look up public records on
Okay.
the building.
You definitely can do that. I'll take a leverage roll.
Okay. Well, I figured I'd walk in the front door and ask them. And they
Oh,
would
sorry.
Bring them to me. Yeah, I go in and I'm like, can I get the public records, the county records for the property at what's it? 182 Beacon Street. It's an apartment building.
Could you remind me what county records actually provide?
Anytime you build a building, you have to register it with the county so that they have the blueprints, the who built it, who owns it, all of the legal stuff, all of the permits that they have to go through.
Okay. Yeah, so they are able to get that information to you. The person who built the apartment itself would be Elizabeth Salmon.
Elizabeth Salmon.
Her name is on the builder or the person who paid for the building to be built.
Now that's interesting because I expected it to be a starret, but okay. So my next thing would be is there should be a record of a sale of the apartment complex to the starrets.
Mm-hmm. So using just the records, you're able to determine that Elizabeth Salmon is one of the ancestors of Lila Starrett.
Oh, okay. So her name changed because she married somebody.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And you already showed us the blueprints, but we'll say that I can get a copy of the blueprints.
Yeah, and you're able to determine that no, there are not any secret passageways.
Of course not. They wouldn't have put them into the plans. So this is really rather dry information. So, but I've got it, and I thank the clerk and probably pay the $10 they charge me for making a photocopy,
Right.
and then I leave.
Okay. You still got a little time because 5 hours hasn't passed for you.
I might just fiddle around, I'm not taking this case very seriously because
Okay.
I'm on vacation.
Sounds good.
So I'll just
All right.
walk up and down Main Street and,
Take in the sights. Yeah.
look in the shops and think,
What are you thinking about?
mulling over the weirdness in my head. Maybe I'll go by if there's like a dress shop. Maybe I'll head back home and I'll see if I can pick up that dress
Mhm.
and then bring it down and see if somebody can identify the year, something when it was made, who made it.
Okay. So you can pick up the dress from your apartment. There is a clothing store, or where would you be heading?
Something like an antiques place.
Yeah, there's
I'm
an
sure it's
antiques place.
but I'll take it by. I'll go in and hi. So I was looking through the attic and I found this dress that I believe belonged to one of the women in my family, and I was just wondering if there's anything you can tell me about it.
Yes, an older man he's bespectacled in round reading glasses. He's wearing a brown vest, and he says, "Oh yes, hand that over, and I will take a look at it."
It's a little dusty.
Oh, no worries, no worries. His curiosity, he looks pretty curious at this piece of fabric, and he takes it to the back where he can examine it. Do you mind if I?
Sure. I'll look around, see if there's something that suits me.
Oh yes, there's plenty of suits. After a while, the older man, he steps out from the back, and he says, if you look at the pattern and the stitching of this dress, this is from maybe the 1890s.
Okay.
Very old, pre 1920s.
US or French or?
Oh no, it seemed to be local.
Oh. And what is it? Is it like a ball gown or a?
Yes, it looks like a ball gown.
Any idea who might have made it?
No, there's no signature. Usually, people who make these dresses, they have some kind of stitch that you can identify, but there's nothing like that. It looks homemade.
Wow, homemade. Well, good old grandma. Thank you very much. Can I pay you something for your time?
Oh yeah, you can leave a tip if you'd like.
$20. All right.
Wow.
I give him $20.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you very much. You've been a big help.
You're
Is
welcome.
it worth anything?
Oh no.
All right. Thanks. So I put it in my trunk in the box.
All right. And you put it away. All right. Let's go to Milton and Brenda. What were you doing?
So Brenda was going to try going to the local fire department and just chatting them up to see if she could shortcut a Freedom of Information Act request and just say, my buddy just moved into a new place on 182 Beacon Street and noticed that there's still some fire damage around the outside of the building. And, just making sure, that there's no instabilities or anything. Would you happen to be able to, do you have any information on, when that fire was? It's clearly not been repaired, so just seeing if it's anything I should warn him about. Right. He's got two little kids. You don't want him getting into something.
No, we wouldn't want that at all. But we'll roll a persuade or a social skill.
The only social skill that I have is intimidate. So let's do default 10% persuade. That is a 31.
Is it worth 21 points of luck to you?
Is there any way that I can, if I'm there as well?
Yeah, it'd be pushing the roll, though.
Okay, it's going to be pushing the roll even if
because you're trying it again.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
we came all this way. I'm going to burn 21 points of luck to make that a success. I hope I get something from it.
Wow, you're on a fire station and you're burning it.
Yeah, you're burning. Yes. You really burned up that luck, just like the apartment building burned up. So, yes, in 1913, there was a lot of there was a fire that started on one of the top floors of the apartment building, and the records state that it might have been the cause might have resulted from a cigarette that has been carelessly put into like a wastebasket. That ended up. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, so I was going to say that's in 37 and they've never fixed it?
1913.
1913. So it's been there for decades. There should be water damage all over the place. The windows are just boarded up. You sure nothing like 70s, 80s or so?
No, it looks and if that's up to the building owner and if they're not renting that out to people, then it's fine.
Jeez. Well, now I know why the rent was so cheap.
Is there a reason why someone would leave that for a century? Wouldn't it be bad for their business? I mean,
that is up to the building owner for sure.
Is there any cases of anyone else doing something similar?
Arson related? No, that was it.
Oh, but surely that's got to be like a zoning law or something. I mean, I don't know. This is way out of my wheelhouse. I wait for people to come to me in the hospital. But so you don't have any records like folks with accidents or something? I know y'all are typically first responders quicker than our ambulances can get out there.
Yeah, there's been a lot of accidents at the Three Sisters. More than usual.
Well, I imagine having boarded up windows for the better part of 100 years in Boston might contribute to that. Jesus. All right, Boston. Park the car at the bar. I need to work on that accent. All right. Well, Milton, I guess, that wasn't as helpful as I hoped. Do you want to read through your Parabnormal book, and I can try and look up, see what Frank Ryder may have written? Just have another library day.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay, so you can both. Just Brenda can give me the library use roll, and then Milton, here is some summaries of some interesting pages you found.
You're not going to believe what you read in this book. That's too bad, as each and every story related here is absolutely indisputably true. I've tried to illustrate some of the similarities shared by these occurrences in an effort to show the truth about what they mean. That there are entities among us who are not human, perhaps not even a part of reality as we currently define it. I call them paramentals, para indicating outside and elemental being a force of nature. Ergo, a paramental is some force from outside our natural reality. Mothman, Spring-Heeled Jack, alien abductors, ghosts, Bigfoot, old hag. These are just a few of the masks they wear. They prowl our cities, our back roads, our forests, our skies, even our bedrooms. There's no question that they're real as they can be anyway. The question is, what the hell do they want? Why are they here? Who or what are they? Personally, I find the old hag to be one of the most mystifying and terrifying of the paramentals. Here is an entity or entities that enters our homes regardless of our locked doors, sleeping companions, time of day, and so forth. Right into our bedrooms they stalk, haunting us, hunting us when we are vulnerable and presumably all alone with our dreams and nightmares. Their presence seems to have physical components or their hallucinatory equivalent, the sound of footsteps, sour smells, heavy breathing, crushing weight on the chest. Strangely, the hag is formless enough to bypass doors and ignore bedmates, yet able to register on several of the senses. Paramental indeed. Studies suggest as many as 1 in every 6 or 7 people have had an old hag experience. Think of that. Sometime in the context of your neighborhood or office or class or what have you. Imagine how many people you know who have encountered the hag. But consider this. If the hag is just a dream, why do so many people around the world have the same dream? Is the hag hardwired into our DNA somehow, an ancestral memory or some Akashic construct? If so, where did it originate? Could the dream hag itself be a real living being, something that feeds off us and then flees back down the neurons into the collective unconscious?
Right. And Brenda, what role did you get for your library use?
I'm going to say that Milton was reading that out loud, so Brenda could not at all focus on searching anything in the libraries. I rolled a 56 on a default 20, and I'm not going to burn another 30 points of luck just for this.
Got it. Yeah, that was such an enthralling read that 5 hours have passed.
They kept asking us to consider things over and over again.
And at this point, you can all meet back up, should you wish.
At another coffee shop or where?
Apartment building. Like Kirk said, 9 p.m., right?
Oh, yeah, that's
I say
true.
we just go knock on his door at 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do some crimes.
Okay.
All
Welcome
right.
back. Anything? Did you find anything?
Oh my God.
It's
The history of that place is wild. You would not
Really?
believe.
I might have to contact my mom and dad to see if they have extra room for my family.
Freaked you out
Yeah.
that much, huh?
This is
A
nuts.
lot of people have died there.
Yeah, but it's an apartment building.
Well, sure, but some of them are very like suicides, lots of suicides. One very mysterious man kills himself, but his hand has gone missing. And that little boy, the William. Do you remember? I told you that little girl told me that someone named William in the basement told her about the picture that she drew, and there is a little boy that died in the building.
Oh, okay, so
Apparently
this
he
is
was
turning
afraid
into a
of-
ghost story. Yeah.
It feels, yeah.
Okay.
I know it feels like very outlandish and strange,
Well,
but the
I mean,
history
I was
itself
sup-
is very sad.
I traced the original owners, who was the Salmon sisters, but as it turns out, Lila Starrett is it's one of her. Starrett is her married name, so Salmon is in her family. So she has been in her family since back then. Other than that, nothing seems that remarkable. The blueprints are kind of.
Yeah. Well, Junie, I'm glad y'all had an exciting day at the library. I feel like people may be committing suicide here just from breathing in too much black mold. That's like, Andy, I'm sorry to tell you, but that fire, that was going on 100 years ago now. And you said that you've got a great relationship with your super, Mr. Todd Beach. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but he needs to be doing a lot more. That building isn't safe, especially not for your girls. It's
Yes, I know. My anxiety is all the way up.
those must be some damn good boards to last that long. Maybe that's all he does is just pull out old moldy ones and then put fresh ones up to rot. Just, ugh.
I'm gonna see if my family down at North End might have an extra room for my for my fiance and my kids. I bet they would love to see their grandma and grandpa anyway. So
Let's go collect Kurt.
Could I realize this is a little bit retroactive, so keep her discretion. Could I have taken a picture of the sisters the picture that was in the
Photocopy.
newspaper article about
Yes.
them? Yeah, or just a picture with my phone. You know?
you do.
It's like,
do
look
cell
at this.
phones?
Look at this.
Oh.
Look at this.
Oh, there's the old lady.
Yeah, roll send.
This picture.
Yeah.
This is from a long time ago.
All right, it's gonna be 1.
Is this the same lady that Brenda saw in the morning?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the same one
Success.
who was
Pass.
on my chest.
All right, 0. It is the splitting image. Of the
And then
hat.
that stuff you were reading about the paramentals, I assume
Yeah.
you've informed us all.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's weird.
I don't know. That just sounds
a little
like
bit wackadoo to me. Yeah.
it sounds like he
Well-
just got finished reading The Elementals by Malcolm McDowell and said, "Yeah, let's apply this to all of the lore." Come on, bud.
Well, it
Not impressed.
also, I mean, everybody's going to write, you can't write about something that everybody already knows. You got to make up stuff or the book doesn't sell. I don't know. It's creepy. It's definitely creepy.
Yeah.
And you're all in Andy's apartment right now?
Yeah. I think I don't know. I'll have like maybe a conversation, at least a brief conversation with Laura. Is that how about tomorrow? Let's have the kids meet their grandma and grandpa. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah.
She agrees. She said,
Mhm.
sure, it'd be
Yeah.
nice to have them out of
Yeah.
our hands
And
for a
and don't
bit.
worry about the desk. I'll take care of that.
Oh, no, you're gonna need help for that. It's a big desk.
Oh, okay. And I have a little limp. Oh, okay, yeah.
We'll be here for her to help
Yeah,
her.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Don't worry. I got you, Andy. Just send me a text.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, guys.
You guys want me to go get Kurt?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see how Kurt's doing. Let's see he took that shower.
I hope so. He's had
5-hour
5
shower.
hours.
No, he's drowned in the bathtub. That's what we're gonna find.
All right, so as you step out into the hallway, the little girl, Naomi, is playing in the hallway. She's currently has a piece of paper and she's drawing on it on the wall.
This
Is
is
she drawing on the
that I
wall
saw
or
with
just on the
picture
paper?
earlier.
She's drawing on the paper and she's using the wall as
Using the wall.
a surface.
Did you saw Drew?
Yeah, I'll kind of like peek at what she's.
It is a
Hello,
strangely.
Hello, Naomi. What are you drawing there?
So you're looking at the photograph, and it is a strangely realistic drawing of a cat.
Wow.
Very talented. Like how William was a very creative boy.
Yeah. Thank you. Grandma taught me that.
Oh, well that's sweet. Very sweet.
Does Grandma live
I
here
mean-
in the building with you and your mom?
She lives up there.
Oh, I see.
She
And I'm like
points-
making eyes at like Rooster, like, you see what I'm talking about?
How good a picture of a cat do you mean?
We're talking almost photorealistic, like a skilled artist
With crayons?
with crayons.
It is possible. At this
As good as you can get with crayons. And it is a black cat with yellow eyes.
That's like Lewis Wayne.
Who's the kitty? Naomi.
Oh, it's Grandma's kitty.
Oh,
What's its name?
She shrugs.
Yeah, it's really good. Your mommy know how that you can draw that well?
No, but William does.
have
William's the
you
little boy in the basement.
Yeah.
have you talked
Whoa.
with him recently?
He's in the storage room. He tells me how to draw good as well.
Oh,
How do
I
you
make
get
it-
into the storage room?
It opens for me.
Okay, things are getting really weird.
She just
Time to
smiles.
Visit Kirk. Let's go visit our friend.
As you're in the hallway,
Kurt.
the goth girl with the red hair. She exits Kurt's room.
Oh.
She gives you a wave. Oh, hey. What are you guys up to? I've seen you
Kurt's
around now.
girlfriend?
Yeah.
Cool.
How's he holding up?
He's doing better. You can see that she also has some dark circles underneath her eyes.
Don't mind me asking, you had trouble sleeping?
No,
Or is that just the makeup?
Or is it the
thing?
makeup?
it's just the makeup.
Okay. I'm not familiar with this.
Hey, sweetheart, did you know Frank?
Yeah, I knew Frank.
Yeah. Kurt's taking it pretty hard.
Oh, I know. It's pretty terrible. So you guys are just visiting Kurt?
Yes.
Well, we're friends of Andy's, but yeah, we've kind of made friends with Kurt now.
Oh, that's good. It's good for him.
Yeah,
Yeah, trying to keep his mind off things, you know.
Yeah.
Can I ask what was your name?
It's Maddie.
Maddie.
Mercier.
Cool. So we're going to check up on Kurt, and I'm going to knock on his door.
All right, he's all yours. She walks away up to the third floor.
Okay, she goes up.
Uh,
Before the door gets answered, I'm going to look at the others. I'm going to go, was she on the ghost list?
A ghost list?
Well, that's what we're coming up with now, aren't we?
I don't think. Are you asking if she's a ghost, or are you asking? What are you?
No,
asking?
she's just goth, Rooster.
I'm
Like,
asking
come on,
for
kids can
more
do
and
that
more.
these days.
Things are just like freaky in this place.
They are weird. This is a weird building. I'm telling everyone's breathing in black mold. That's the best explanation I've got.
I hope
Andy,
not.
yeah, don't let your kids play with that Naomi girl. That was weird. I don't like that.
Yeah, don't worry, they're gonna have a great time with their grandma and grandpa tomorrow. They're
Kurt.
gonna love it. So let's see what Kurt's up to.
Kurt opens the door. Hey, did you find anything else?
A little bit.
Yeah,
we'll,
we found a lot.
We'll go over it with you.
Okay, come on in. We'll talk about it.
By the way, you got a hot girlfriend.
Yeah,
Thanks.
does Kurt need another shower? Or
You don't think so?
But yeah, we gathered a lot of information for the past 5 hours. It's almost overwhelming, really, Kurt.
Overwhelming?
It's I don't know where to start. What June and I found out that this building had quite a record of very horrible events regarding to the fire upstairs, the suicides, apparently
Suicides? Holy shit, this place is haunted.
and then next door, apparently the previous tenant bludgeoned his wife to death.
I'm telling you, man, you might want to get out of here. Like, find a new place to live.
That's what I'm thinking now as well, even though I didn't moved in not too long ago. And everyone else, you want to?
I read your the book that was on.
Oh yeah, what'd you think of it?
It's certainly interesting. It did speak about hags specifically, and I don't know if you've got a chance to take a look at that particular section.
No, I haven't had time. I hope you understand.
I absolutely do. It's disturbing, but I don't feel like it doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be all that rooted in some sort of high scientific reasoning.
June, show him the picture.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
His eyes widen. Oh my God, that's her. Who is that?
Yeah.
We've all seen her.
Everyone's seen her.
Holy
That
shit.
is Elizabeth Salmon,
So she's
The
haunting this
original.
place.
the original owner, the original person.
Yeah, I'm
Her and
telling
her
Kurt, we saw
two
her
sisters.
when Frank died.
Do
We saw her.
Why,
was there.
why would she try and hurt Frank?
I'm not sure that she did. I think that Frank accidentally was startled and walked into the street.
Is
It
it like
was
an
a
omen
horrible
then,
accident.
Rooster?
Do we need like an
Omen?
exorcist or something?
I don't know. I suppose we could. Well, I mean, the stars would have to give their okay if we got an exorcist in here and exorcise the place. But
We don't need to. June mentioned black mold or Brenda. It's probably something like that. In fact, do we know if they have a resemblance to anyone that is distant ancestor of theirs? I mean, is there somebody alive who looks like us?
I don't know.
No clue.
Family resemblance could be strong, right?
Your girlfriend mentioned Mary or someone walking around handing out Bibles. That we haven't seen her. Don't know similarity there. I saw someone up on an upper floor, kind of like round face, glasses, nosy neighbor.
I think that's Mary. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
And
not
Maddie
her.
lives upstairs too.
Yeah. Maddie lives upstairs. She, I believe, lives in. She lives in apartment 10. Sorry, 9.
Let's go get Frank's stuff.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's do this. He's pumping himself up.
Yeah, let's do it for Frank.
Yeah, for Frank.
Oh, we need somebody to keep a watch out. Milton and I are the best lock pickers.
I belong in this apartment. Andy and I belong in this apartment. I'll keep watch then.
I don't mind.
Well, I think we want you there because it's Frank's apartment.
I can keep watch.
Quite honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I can look at all his stuff and.
That's a fair point, Frank. I'm not
Okay.
Kurt.
Yeah,
But we'll get what looks important.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, and I'll let you know.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna head up the stairs.
Yeah.
You
Try
make
not
your
to
way.
make him creak.
Yeah, you make your way up to floor 3. Frank's apartment is at the end of the hallway.
Which one? What's the number?
11.
Ah, the infamous 11.
What's wrong with 11?
Isn't 11 where the suicide was? Or
Well, one of them. Like
Oh,
almost
God.
all these are suicides. The woman who killed herself in the bathtub. Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe I have
All
to
right.
check my apartment for flood splatters or something.
Yeah. Did anything happen in Frank's apartment?
I'm not sure.
I mean,
It's-
in Kurt's apartment.
Which one is his apartment?
It's
He
apartment.
lives in
5.
apartment 5.
I don't think so.
I didn't see anything in 5. All right. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay. I'll take the luck pick roll.
Rooster, you want
Oh.
to try first?
You try first.
So you get down right up to the doorknob.
That is an 85. I fail. I have 70.
Is it worth
It's 15 points.
15
of luck.
points of luck to you?
Okay, I'll do 15 points of luck.
All right. So with a click, the door is unlocked.
Let's all slip inside.
Okay. So you enter the apartment. It's a maze of books, magazines, bric-a-brac. The place is unkempt. It smells faintly of body odor, and there's a strong smell of tobacco.
Bit of a hoarder, is he?
Yeah. So there's a battered desk next to a window, which has an even older manual typewriter on it, and it looks pretty dusty. There's a lot of bookshelves with various science fiction books as well as mystery books. There's photos of him with a lot of famous authors like Stephen King, Rod Sterling, Ramsey Campbell, Isaac Asimov. It's all Frank with them. And there's his awards that are properly displayed. And
is there a cardboard box anywhere in here?
Yeah, there's cardboard boxes.
Well, anything that looks like it would be memorabilia. I mean, pictures of him with other people. And
Yeah, I'll take a spot hidden.
I'll just start taking those off the wall. Yeah, I got it. It's irregular.
Okay. Degree of success does matter here, and everyone is welcome to roll.
I failed.
That's an 05.
I failed.
Nice.
Okay.
I got a hard success.
Excellent. So, Rooster, you see on one of the bookshelves the same moth in a case.
Does it look familiar at all?
Yeah, it looks similar to the one that Kurt has in his room.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of little identification for what it is?
Yes. As you go up to it, and there's a plaque that says Death's Head Hawksmoth.
Oh, okay.
And those of you who got the extreme, June, you find between his desk and the wall a hidden compartment with a journal.
Oh, look! There's like a hidden thing here.
Oh,
Grab
what?
those, put them in the box.
Are you gonna look at it, or are you gonna just throw it in the box?
I'll leaf through it. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
People are digging around.
Then you can read this.
Had the dream again. Started like the other times, like a sex dream from the old days. Oh, how I miss those days, even just the dreams. But then turned into a nightmare, just a black shape hanging there above me, crushing me, holding me fast while its pale yellow eyes burned through me, woke in a cold sweat. Night hag. Now I remember. A little research at the Temple of Knowledge jogged some dusty brain cells. I'm having night hag attacks at my ripe old age. Maybe there's a story in this, or even a full-blown novel. Ghosties were never my forte, though, and these days I'm afraid jotting down more than a shopping list would require dusting off more brain cells than I have left to me. Ah, me. This is more the purview of Mrs. Campbell and King anyway. So Kurt has them too. Not terribly surprising. I seem to recall that 10% of the population have seen the night hag at least once. If true, there's probably another victim or two here in the sisters somewhere. Maybe I'll ask Mary to say a prayer for me, but I probably won't, and she probably wouldn't anyway. Having read Hupford and Ahern, I'm beginning to wonder, is she real? Talked to Ahern, but all he wanted to talk about was the oyster man rather than the hag. He told me nothing I didn't already know. Kurt, on the other hand, thinks we're definitely haunted. This seems to amuse him. Oh, to be young and fearless and foolish again.
And there's a second set.
Who are these three sisters anyway? Faith, Hope, and Charity? Clotho, Lachesis, and Atropos? Stheno, Uriale, and Medusa? Old Will's weird sisters? They look Greek or Roman to me. Have to ask Mrs. Starretts about them sometime. She'll probably send me a bill for the answer. But the thought remains, do the three sisters have anything to do with the haunting? Have to have Kurt see what he can find out about this place, especially the fire that closed off the top 2 floors. Did someone die up there and leave a nymphomaniac ghost? I am haunted. Whispers in the dark. That damned hag. Paranoia. Crazy Mary stares at me. That little Will's waif stares at me. I'm going mad. Need to get away. Away from the sisters, away from the damned hag. Fresh air, fresh scenery. I'd go back to Kingsport if I wasn't afraid of what my dreams might be like there now. Thom, De Quincey, Lavanna, and Our Ladies? Something to do with hallucinations or drug dreams, a la Confessions? Must check to see. What have I done? What have we done? I should feel alive, renewed. I did feel that way at first, but now I can't believe I was so stupid. Stupid, stupid old fool. I have undone us all. I'm sorry, Kurt. She was too tempting, too seductive. I will confess it all to you soon, my dear friend. These are some wild diary entries, I have to say.
Do you read those out loud? Or just
Oh,
yourself?
yeah, I'm reading those out loud.
Acherontia sticks, the death head moth. Kind of a pretty thing. Isn't that from Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah, that's probably why it was popular, because you know, the guy who wrote it. And, this guy
What's
was
with the
into
connection
literature.
between the hag and sex? It seems like he conflated the two. Sex dreams. You mentioned she was a nymphomaniac.
Sounds positively Freudian.
Andy,
Yeah, I don't know, but
Milton,
y'all need to-
Was that the kind of dreams that you guys have?
Well, in my dream, she did climb on top of me, but was on my chest and just I couldn't breathe.
Right.
So it was
Yeah.
nothing sexy about that.
Yeah, y'all be sure to wash your hands after we're done going through this, just in case. That was a bit weird.
Well, if Kurt doesn't want this bug, I'll take it. I think it's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool.
I like that book. I'm taking pictures off the wall that look like, stuff with Stephen King. I mean, Kurt should have these, or at least hold them until this guy's family, if he has a family. Put those journals in here too.
June. Actually, everyone can give me an idea roll.
That's
Yes.
a success.
Okay.
Yes.
So the last part of that journal entry, it reads like he either made some pact or deal with whatever this entity is, or it reads like he had an affair.
Right. I should feel alive, renewed. And I did feel that way at first.
I'm more inclined this place might need an exorcism. That's just me.
Well, you are a priest. I mean, what's involved in that? Or an ex-priest?
Well, I need to. It's nothing like in the Exorcist, that 70s film, but well, I can gather my materials. I will pray for all of you before I go to bed. Also for my family as well. It's just that I have to go through my boxes to see if I have any spare holy water or anything. And maybe into my old books, I might be able to figure out more about this old hag tonight. I'm honestly not willing to sleep very much after all of this. I'm going to try to stay awake, hopefully to get as much information as I can, and also mentally prepare myself to exercise, but I might need the permission of the owner of the building, though. I can't just do it willy-nilly, really.
Well, I wish I could tell you that we could bypass Lila. Archie's actually pretty cool, but Lila's really the one in charge of things. She kind of lords it over him. I wouldn't want him to get in trouble with his own wife because she probably wouldn't let him hear the end of it. I don't know. Sometimes what's the old thing? It's sometimes better just do and apologize rather than
ask for forgiveness rather than
ask for yeah. There you go.
That is true. I'm
going to continue looking around to see if there's anything that Kurt might want. Also through the books. Are there any books that look older and more valuable than the others?
Yeah, I'll take a library use for that one.
That's exactly 50. What is my library? 45. I'll spend 5 points of luck.
Okay, so you're looking through the bookshelves and you find some first edition copies of book printings as well as them being signed by the author.
Okay, I'll put those in the box.
Okay.
Yeah, one of those Stephen King, that's $600-700 right there.
Are you keeping it?
I'm gonna let it's not mine. I don't steal, but if Kurt doesn't want it. Actually, oh my god, if it's got a signature and it's to Frank, who's also an author, then it's like 10 times that amount of money. I still won't steal it, but
Okay. Yeah, so you're able to get some things.
but no creepy old 15th century books or anything like that.
Is Hank in the apartment with us?
Hank?
Hank?
Yeah.
Who's Hank?
Which Hank?
I'm sorry, if I just written down Frank's friend.
Frank?
Have I?
Oh,
Sorry?
Kurt.
Kurt. Okay. I don't know where Hank came from, but yes. Is Kurt in the room with us?
He's keeping.
No, he's keeping watch.
Okay. I'm gonna.
He can poke his head in.
Sure. I'm gonna just open the door a little bit and just say, "Hey, Kurt, did Frank ever mention a temple of knowledge? Like, it sounds like a Superman thing. Is it just this? Is it his room in here? Is it another place that y'all would hang out?"
No, it's this. And he taps his head.
Okay, cool.
Old people.
Yeah, sure. Old people. One more question, just real quick. Do the names Thom, De Quincey, and Lavana mean anything to you?
He messes with his hair a little. I think that's another author. I think he wrote a short story called Our Ladies of Sorrow.
Okay. Well, anything you want from here? It's Rooster's getting a bunch of photos and stuff for you. Just let us know if there's anything you need.
He gives it a quick glance. He eyes over the box you're filling up and looks down again because obviously in a bit of mental duress. No. I to be frank, I probably won't be able to sort through that box. I'll probably give it a couple days. What'd you end up finding?
Hey, Kurt, did Frank give you the death's head moth on your wall?
Oh no, that was a gift from my girlfriend Maddie.
Oh, because he's got one too.
Yeah, he liked it a lot, and I mentioned Maddie got it for me. So when he was over, and then she got one for him.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to show Kurt the final entry, and did he mention any of this to you, Kurt? That this feeling of rejuvenation or anything?
He looks at the entry. No, I don't know what that means. Did he make a pact with the witch or something? Why?
Is that something that you do?
Why would he apologize to me? It's weird. he wouldn't do anything to hurt me. We're really good friends.
Well, you seem to be the kind of preternatural expert here. Do you make pacts with night hags?
I don't know.
No.
I've never heard anything about that. Give me another
Doesn't
idea
sound like
roll.
a good idea.
No,
Is that for everybody?
Just June.
Just June, okay.
02.
Okay, I will private message you this.
Oh, okay.
Oh. So, Kurt, do you think that anybody would mind if I took the bug?
Yeah, sure. Take it.
Cool.
It does Kurt kind of like, go back to watching.
Yeah, he's back watching.
Yeah, I'm gonna gather everyone around and say, Maddie gets Kurt the moth, then Maddie so sweetly and generously buys one for Frank. Frank feels like he has to apologize to Kurt for something. I don't know. She was flirting with you. She was flirting with you, Rooster. You don't remember that though? She was talking about your dick. Come on.
That's because I'm hot, but
she obviously doesn't feel a lot of loyalty for Kurt.
I don't want to think about this.
She's a goth. I don't know. Frank was old.
He was pretty good looking from his pictures.
I was about to say,
yeah.
I mean, he's famous. Famous might be the thing that does it. If she's getting him who wrote Silence of the Lambs? That Harris.
Yeah.
Gets him. I don't know. I don't know. Well, who cares? Why?
If he was doing well in his career, what made him want to live in this place?
Well, this is his place that reminds him. Did you ever see pictures of was it Ray Bradbury? It's like he had junk everywhere, but everything sort of put him in that right thinking mode to write. It was the same guy with Frank. In any case, if he can get a little on the side. I didn't know it was his girlfriend. Maybe he didn't know it first. Besides, you know how many people I've slept with.
He said he felt like he needed to apologize to Kurt. That tells me that he knew that he was doing something wrong.
Well, maybe. But it's the last thing that you would actually do, because then Kurt would know that you slept with her. I just keep my mouth shut and not say a damn thing.
I don't think it has anything to do with the haunting of this building. I think that is probably what the last entry was referring to, though.
Well, I don't know. Well, I've got a box full of stuff here. I don't see much else unless you guys want to look around in the guy's bedroom.
No, I think we did. I think we did good here. At some point,
maybe the guy's got a really old blow-up doll.
Let's no.
Yeah, I'm not touching anything else in here unless we got some gloves. This is, I don't know. Keeps dreaming about nymphomaniac. Yeah, he keeps dreaming about nymphomaniac ghosts, and then all of a sudden, girl walks by, ghost makeup. So who knows? Dirty old man. I'm out of here.
Same.
I'd like a group luck roll now.
Okay.
Oh,
who's got the lowest
I'm
luck?
at 50. I'm at 50.
I'm at 57.
I'm at 72.
I'm at 49. So I guess that's a me.
Oh, sorry. I'm at that's 35 luck.
Oh yeah, that you win.
Okay.
Actually, it's 30.
Jeez.
Roll it, Milton.
Okay. That's an 81.
Okay, so
Fail.
as you are all leaving the apartment, right? Apartment 12, there is a bright flash of light originating from a camera. And stepping out from apartment 12 is the sleaziest looking man with a camera.
You know this guy, Rooster?
Hello?
Can I fucking help you?
I don't think you were supposed to be there.
Well, we were friends of Frank's. Why wouldn't we be here?
Because you'd probably need the key to be let in. And I'm willing to sell you this photograph of you breaking and entering for $100.
Frank's best friend here was given a second key so that he could take care of Frank's plants when he was out of town. You got a problem with this?
An illegally copied key.
Don't even talk to this guy. What are you, a paparazzi or?
No, I'm Robert Dorter.
That name's supposed to mean something to me?
I'm a professional photographer.
Yeah, good for you.
You wouldn't want the super hearing about this.
I happen to work for the owners.
Give me a social skill.
I can't believe I don't have the fast talk. Intimidate. That's
Hell
my
yeah.
best one. 13 out of 35. So that's a hard.
Okay.
Dude, shut up. You know,
All
I just like.
Yeah,
post it and
you're
you'll
gonna.
regret it.
So you're above 6 feet tall, right? So
Am I? I guess so. Okay.
So you get up to him and you basically say, "Shut up." And he physically shrivels. And he says, "All right, but fine. I'll let it slide for now." But
Good, because you know what? We know where you live.
he
That looks like
closes
an
the door.
expensive camera.
Yeah. Closes the door, locks it. You hear it audibly click.
Dick.
Uh,
Come back here tomorrow and burn the place to the ground.
Wait till I move out.
No, let's get this into Kurt's apartment. Kurt.
yeah. So everything is in the cardboard box right now.
Yeah.
All the
Who did he say he was?
awards. Kurt. Yeah, that's Robert Dorter. I think he's a photographer or something. He's an asshole.
Dorter.
Does everyone just lurk around waiting to catch people doing something in this
That's
building,
very.
Kurt?
That's very.
I guess.
Well, it's possible.
Some people
he
have
can hear us
nothing
through the
better to
wall.
do. I hear this guy's like a pervert. I think he sets up cameras like at the windows.
Oh no. No.
Yeah.
You need to get your kids out of here, Andy.
Yeah, I'm getting
Yeah.
my Beyonce. I'm getting my kids out. This is it. I don't want.
Go
any-
stay at a hotel tonight.
I mean, I understand
Put
cheap
up with
rent,
this.
but didn't you have any reviews for this place? Like, Jesus.
It was.
Right.
It was
So-
something I need.
I'd like to know the contents of the box you're handing over. You said awards.
Photographs from the walls of him and people, memorabilia, things like that. The journals in there.
No, I'm not leaving the journal with him. I'm worried he's going to figure out what's
Okay,
happened
okay.
between
So
his
you've got the
girlfriend.
journal.
Yeah.
I've got.
Besides, there's important names.
You said there were some there's some first edition books, stuff with signatures and stuff like that.
Yep.
in it. Stuff that, you'd want to keep as memorabilia or give to a museum or libraries. I mean, there's nothing, I didn't go through the guy's underwear drawer.
All right. So you leave the box with Kurt. I
But
really appreciate
I take
it,
the
guys.
bug. I take the bug.
Okay, you can take the bug. I really appreciate everything you've done. I probably won't look through the stuff for a bit. It's just
It's
a little
okay.
painful.
Just keep it for, think about the good times you had together with him.
Yeah. I'd say have a good night, but
Get your girlfriend to come down and stay with you tonight.
yeah, well, actually, she's working clinical. She's studying at MCPHS.
Oh, wow.
Is she just a student? Is she resident?
Yeah, she's a student.
She's 19. Isn't she 19? Is that what she said to me?
Yes.
Yeah, 19. Good for her.
That being said, as you leave in Kurt's apartment, We will call it there.
Okay. Our players included Holly Buto, Chase Kapner, Lex Hurley, Jonelle Hippo, and myself, with Alex Sun as the keeper of the secrets. We have a Discord server where you can chat with our other members. You can set up private games. You can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio versions of our shows free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes. If you'd like to help support our show, please visit our Patreon account. Just $1 a month helps us a lot. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Thom, Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.